Damo, press conference time.
Gaz, your job at Melbourne. Spoke to someone who spoke to Mark Neal during the week, and I get the feeling he thinks you're hanging around a bit too long now that you've appointed him, and that you've actually become a bit of an interfering pest.
Warrior has got himself a trophy, and he's now trying to do jokes.
He's saying he wants you. The new boy wants you out, Gaz.
Warrior, if you're going to try and go with something funny, say it with some sort of feeling in your voice.
I'm not humorous, Gary. I know. I can't deliver jokes. I don't try to.
Why are you trying to make stuff up like that?
I'm getting the feeling our main man's not quite happy with it.
Why don't he
trying to laugh it off?
If you're gonna, is that a lie? Is that you make that up or not?
No, what that is to open up the question. How much longer are you going to hang around?
Let's put this on the record. Is that a 100% lie?
It was a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, Gary.
A little or
100%.
Thanks.
What it does, though, is open up.
It's a sore opening, really.
Damo, if it's going to be a professional press conference, don't start
don't you tell me how to run the press conference. You just stay there and I'll get you in a minute.
Don't start with a zinger that just went...
Yeah, don't just go with one that's got nothing on it.
Damo, I didn't mind it, Damo.
There's no mayo to put on anything. There's nothing there.
Stop talking, Danny.
It's the mayonnaise-less one.
What I was trying to do, Gary, was get into this topic. When do you see yourself? I'm being very serious
why
now.
didn't you just ask it like that instead of trying
I just tried to get a little bit of rise out of it, and I think I did.
I don't think you did, because...
The award's gone to your head, Warrior.
Because I've got Neil, he just keeps texting me.
No, when do you see your role at the club expiring?
Well, as soon as we can identify the football director and make a nice handover and seamless transition. And I said, I think all along, Damo, that by the time the footy season gets underway next year, we'll have all that done.
And the footy season getting underway, is that round one or is that NAB Cup?
Well, mate,
there's a difference.
If we haven't got someone by NAB Cup, then we're probably going to struggle. I'd hope to have someone by then, but if not, we'll get it done until then.
And is Neil Craig the person you want for that role?
As a director?
Yeah. Or is he more an assistant to Mark Neal?
Well, I don't know what. We might have a chat about Neil at some stage over the next week and see if he fits in. But no, he's not from a director. That's someone like I've spoken to Greg Healy, and I think I said that a couple of times.
Oh, sorry, this is the board director. Okay, Neil Craig, you are after
different question.
Him. Different question. You are after him, as are at least 4 other clubs. Where do you think you sit with your pursuit of Neil Craig? Because there's big money being thrown his way by way of offer from at least 4 other clubs.
Tell you what Neil Craig is a wonderfully qualified football man who has got the highest integrity, and I don't reckon money's going to have anything to do with where he goes.
Okay, I'm going to leave you alone after this one. With your little
triple banger,
with your role that you've played in the past, 8-10 weeks now at Melbourne, has it at all opened your eyes up to you playing a serious football club role at some stage of the future? Because until you took this role, Gary, you were adamant you weren't going to.
Now he's got an enjoyment of it.
Sheriff-like.
CEO style, do you mean?
Well, coaching or
Sheriff.
Just a bit more
president.
I love
director.
That's on my wall when you're walking down Melbourne.
No doubt.
Mate, that is the photo of the year.
My favourite image too.
Reinforced more so than ever before, Damo, that it is of no interest for me ever again.
You haven't slightly enjoyed it?
Not one bit. Okay. And, it takes a special type. Jim certainly does it.
I think
he enjoys being the main man. I don't.
You have.
I haven't, because it certainly compromised my media ability. Probably cost me a couple of awards. I was prepared to sacrifice them for the good of the joint. But no, I don't, Damo. Seriously, I don't like the politics, mate. I really don't. And I'm not the board. I've got a greater understanding and appreciation for what people do who do that, and fantastic. But I just like the footy, mate. And I'm happy to, hopefully have done a little bit to help us out, and then we'll always be there as a supporter.
Certainly cost me awards.
Yeah. Does it? And you're at the forefront anyway, but does it give you like a bit of a different perspective?
All right, I'm not sure which one, Damo.
On the inner sanctums, the workings of a club?
Yeah, I was at a boardroom lunch yesterday, and... not at Melbourne boardroom. I was at a function, and there was from the heart, to be honest. But anyway, all that stuff was being spoken about. Normally, that's when I really zone out and start looking at my phone. But I was taking great interest in about footy club spend and the disparity between the stuff that James bores us to tears with over and over. But it is a very real consideration. So yes, I do appreciate that much, much more.
Danny,
here we go.
You are head of all coaches.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you are. Well, you're not.
But you're not. Overplay it.
Try and land a
We
play.
work on a bit
Try
of...
and make out as though you're in
We'll
charge.
go for it. Okay, ask the
You're in
question.
charge of all senior coaches,
come
and
on.
by extension, the 180 or so, whatever it is, assistant
About
coaches.
135.
Okay, well, 135. That's a lot of people. How is it you can publicly endorse one of them over another?
Well, that's where the Herald Sun made a massive blue the other day. Because you're at the function. Oh, no, you weren't at the function. Garry
I was there.
I mentioned a whole plethora of names, and unfortunately, Ken Hinkley's name got put there, and I think he would be a very good senior coach down the track.
So you didn't
Brian,
put him ahead of anyone else?
You're going to...
I'm asking you. You're clearing it up now.
And I'm trying to answer it. So keep chipping away.
Get the language, the body language on.
Anyway, I was at the VRC function. Great, bit frosty early, but anyway, I got to the fact there was a lot of names there, and I totally endorsed Robert Harvey as well.
Right.
But the Herald Sun just unfortunately put that out. So I mentioned a whole plethora of names. You know, Alan Richardson, Ken Hinkley, Robert Harvey's been an assistant for 3 years. When's the right time to be a senior coach? No one can answer that, Damo. So he wants to go for it, and he gets my wholehearted blessings, and by reports is doing a very good job at it, Damo.
So just to clear this up, then you haven't endorsed
No.
anyone over anyone else.
Nor should I.
Look that way.
Yeah, when I was disappointed with that article, because if they had have been at the function as JB and Gaz was there,
Yes.
there was about 10 or 15 names I went through.
I was there.
So anyway, Haircut can cop another clip from that.
I don't think Haircut wrote that up.
Oh, well, anyway, he would have given it to
Clip
someone
him
else.
anyway.
He was there.
Alistair Clarkson, what should he have said to the players last night? What should he say to them when he has the post-season review?
I think exactly what he said after the game. It's not good enough. They had them down on their knees, ready for the kill, and they didn't get the job done. It's a brutal game, and that's why Alistair Clarkson is in the top 2 or 3 coaches in the competition, because he's demanding, unrelentless in that pursuit of winning a premiership, and has won, as we speak, has slipped through their fingers. They had half a hand on the cup. They had half a hand on it with another side playing today. Unfortunately, they just sail off into the sunset. They'll go through a thorough review again like he always does. That's why he is one of the best 1, 2 or 3, whichever way you want to do it.
Can't worry.
Anyway, these are Dorothy
This is
Dixons.
not award-winning stuff.
Keep going.
Come on.
I'll get back to you in a minute.
Come on,
Garry,
Mr. Electronic Media Award winner.
Now, this award, speaking of awards, this awards you're going to announce on your Coaches Association Gala Extravaganza at
Yeah,
Crown
we all
Casino. I like the night. It's a very good
It's
night.
just an industry night, that's all it is, Damo.
So you're going to announce the Coach of the Year.
We always do.
Why do you bother? Why do you bother with it?
Because the coaches...
There's only one prize for a coach, and that's a premiership. Why do you even bother with something like this?
What do you mean?
Why? How do you actually determine a Coach of the Year when there's...
So you're downplaying the night?
I'm downplaying the award.
Downplaying the fact that maybe a stalwart of the Melbourne Football Club or the Carlton Football Club, 50 years...
No, I'm talking about the Coach of the Year, the Coach of the Year award.
But that's one of 7 awards. It's an industry night, mate.
Yeah, well...
There's
Unless you win the premiership, the coach is not happy, though, is he?
No, this one's...
He's matey.
No, it's like the MVP, my friend.
Oh, and
The coaches love getting accolades from their peers, my friend. From their peers.
Right.
From their fellow coaches. That's why, Damo.
Well,
there's a media award too, my
Do
friend.
you think Mick Malthouse is going to really value it if he wins that and loses the
well,
grand final?
Maybe,
what's he going to do with that?
Maybe you
trophy,
should have listened to Mick Malthouse's speech last year when he said,
Good comeback.
other than the premierships,
Here we go.
this is the single best moment in his coaching career being recognised
Bang.
after 26
Cop that
years,
one, Walker.
26 years of coaching.
Bang.
Had he felt so humble standing up in front of the other 16 coaches
Well, don't overcook it.
to knowing that he got voted as the best coach of the year. And
I was
this
at
year...
that function. I don't recall him saying
Oh,
that.
well,
I reckon
that right,
you just
Damo?
tailored that response to what you wanted
No,
to say.
I didn't.
There.
You were there.
I was
and
there.
don't,
and I
don't
don't
lie.
recall it. I don't recall him saying that.
Don't lie.
I don't recall him saying that.
Don't lead with your chin, mate, or I'll knock it right off.
I
Say it.
was at that function and I don't recall him saying that.
I'm quite serious.
Come on,
I
electronic
don't
media man. Award man.
JB, you had an off-season trip arranged with a couple of big power brokers around town, and
Yes.
some good people who are your mates, and some who maybe not your mates
Let's get
anymore.
to the bottom of this.
This trip, though, I've been told is now off.
Yeah,
and is it on the back of your stoush and feud with Brian Taylor?
No,
because he was one of the people going on this
Not
trip.
at all,
And where-
Damo. It's
and
because
where's that at?
idiots got the dates wrong, so we were all going, and then suddenly no one was going.
Don't look at me.
Whereas I had the whole block put aside and said, I'm in. So I had nothing more to do with it.
Let me tell you
and
how,
idiots.
Not that anyone would care, but let me tell you what happened. Jim has a window in his diary that's got a 1 week of the year where he can go away. So he said, this is when all of us are going without telling us.
And everyone said, that's fine, until suddenly they went, oh, no, it isn't so fine.
Anyway, besides, that's irrelevant. Get to the bottom of the Brian Taylor.
Can you clear us up? Because
I'm worried about it.
Every second person I speak to now wants to know about you and BT.
Why?
Because they're obsessed with
Because
knowing
there's
about
a great
this
friendship,
feud.
a close, enduring,
Put an end to it,
long-lasting
JB.
relationship that's fractured.
Put an end to it.
Where is it at?
Come
It's
on.
not at.
Put an end to it.
Not at anywhere.
What do you mean?
Not at.
Is it retrievable?
No.
What, you don't talk
No,
now?
there's
Never.
gotta be-
You'll never speak
You
to them
don't
again.
talk.
Done.
You're not going to
There's
talk.
gotta be
Never again.
Never again.
I don't know.
There's
Well,
got to be a
come on.
peace pipe. I don't like it. I got involved in it.
Hey, it's good. Conflict's
It
good
is,
for
but
our
when push
caper,
comes
Garry.
to shove, I
we
think
like
we
a
need
little
to,
bit of edginess.
It
we need to
is,
get around each other.
But I'm worried about Brian.
Yeah, I am too.
Because he wouldn't have,
I don't think you are.
He's
I
got
am.
puppy.
I think you
No.
can't look at me when you say that
JB.
sentence. Look at him.
He's got puppy dog eyes at the moment.
No, I'm worried about it.
Oh, yeah, of
You're
course,
actually
yeah.
not.
I am.
Exactly, Damo. These two couldn't give us stuff. He couldn't give us stuff. That's
Jim,
he and
no.
Spud.
I
Neither could
I'll
you.
tell you what I did. I
What
went
did you
into
do?
the AW
Yeah.
box
Did
before
you?
I did.
and sat down and had a good chat with him.
I got around him.
I didn't.
I did.
I think
did.
we need to.
What are you looking at?
I
Big
think we
Nose?
need a lunch
I did.
at the end of the year, Gaz. You and I were man
Anyway,
enough
that,
to organise it.
of press conferences.
Well, another term. There's now one person less going to the awards night on Tuesday night, and you're banned. Out, straight out. You are not coming at all.